Hi, my name is Alex Rubin and I'm a senior trainer. I'm excited to have you join us in learning why we train our California sea lions here at Mystic Aquarium. This is our kitchen area and this is where we prep the diets for our sea lions each and every day. Each sea lion is given their own bucket with their fish in it each day, and we take their weights every week to see what they weigh and adjust their diets and their calories for each week. This is Callie's bucket, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse the fish, and then we're going to dump it out and we're going to sort it to make sure that each and every fish is restaurant quality to feed our sea lions. We feed a variety of species of fish that is similar to the animals' diets out in the open ocean. We feed capelin, squid, lean herring, sardines, as well as anchovies and other types of herring and squid. Now the diet is prepped and ready to be fed to the California sea lions. This is our planning board for each and every day. Each session for all the animals is strategically planned out with different trainers as well as different goals. We have different goals such as husbandry, which has to do with our animals' health care, as well as enrichment, which has to do with keeping them mentally and physically stimulated throughout the day, as well as our shows that we put on to educate the public. This session is one of our shows, and afterwards we did some husbandry descents with our veterinarian teams with these animals. Guests ask me all the time how I became a trainer here at Mystic Aquarium. So here's my story. I grew up going to California on vacation all throughout my childhood, and that's where I really learned to love the ocean and all that's in it, as well as all other wildlife. I also visited many zoos and aquariums where I got to make those special connections and experiences with those animals. And then I started getting hands-on experiences through volunteers and internships right away. Some of the animals that I worked with that were rescued off the coast of California and deemed non-releasable have actually made Mystic Aquarium their forever home. And I've been able to build those connections here with them, and they've been able to inspire our guests each and every day. This is Sakari, and she is one of our 17-year-old California sea lions. Today we're going to talk about our sea lions' healthcare. We train them husbandry behaviors, which helps them to participate in their healthcare each and every day. The first thing we do on them right in the morning is their health checks. We look inside their mouths, good, to make sure that their teeth are nice and healthy. We also look at each of their flippers, good, to make sure they look good. We can put them into what we call a ventral present, which allows us to look over their entire body. One of the healthcare behaviors that we train our sea lions is to voluntarily participate in lung auscultation, which allows our veterinarians to listen to their lungs and make sure that they're healthy. Sakari here is going to demonstrate how we start to train that. And then we can start touching the stethoscope to her lung area. Touch. Good. Eventually we can have our veterinarians come in and they'll be able to hold the stethoscope and participate with our sea lions' healthcare as well. Another husbandry or healthcare behaviors that we train our sea lions is to allow us to brush their teeth, something you and I do each and every single day at home. So again, we'll have them open their mouths, and then we'll bring the toothbrush near. Good. When we do brush their teeth, we use a bamboo toothbrush to help cut down on our plastic use, and it's also recyclable. We even have the sea lions participate in recycling in our show, which is a public presentation in order to educate people on the conservation efforts that we have here at Mystic Aquarium. Good. One of the tools that we use to train our sea lions is called target training. So this is a target pull, and the first thing that we teach them is to touch their muzzle to this target. Good. Sakari knows to touch it, and then she knows afterwards she's going to receive her fish reinforcement. We can also use other types of targets, which is how we train one of our behaviors known as the high jump. This behavior is high in agility and keeps these animals active each and every day. Many of the shows that you will see in our behavior are naturalistic behaviors that these sea lions also have out in the open ocean and to help them survive. One of those behaviors is the front flipper stand. They use their front flippers to climb on the rocky shores off the coast of California. They also have very strong front flippers, and they are able to balance on just the two front flippers, which makes them different from seals that also live on the West Coast and the East Coast. The session might be over, but our day doesn't end here. Thank you so much for coming along and learning why we train our California sea lions. Remember to subscribe and tap that notification bell to watch our next Why We Train video.